Shit changed your life, man. Like you're not the same.
This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide.
Every day you try to get back to the O2, you gotta learn, like,
in a rivalry like
figure this new out, because the OU had your best friend.
In the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to the schools to play in games like this. Because we'll see a team fresh, ready to go off a bye week. The Tennessee Volunteers.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just
Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Rich Fowler here in the booth.
I get too excited. I'm back down to earth. I can't share this excitement. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I just lose the line, bro. Shit changed your life, man.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. How about that for a start? You roll the dice on the opening kickoff and steal a possession. It's a confident move. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the option play. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They're going to run the option. Quarterback keeps the football. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. We're going to see a repeat. Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Pitch to the back. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Vols pick up enough for a first down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D. Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, and the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Escapes the pocket. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And now the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Oh, a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
They're going to run it. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? It'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. Coach makes a decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They try to run it with the option. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The back's got it on the pitch. Gets some space and on the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up 1st downs like that right there. Beautiful.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And there's the handoff. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. The shotgun run call. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
A pretty good push-up run here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Runs through the defender. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play.
Tennessee 6, Alabama 0.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down and goal for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for a deep completion. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. No chance to catch it.
Tennessee, number 83. Catching score.
Whether they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try the option play here. And they'll run it into the end zone. So now it's an 11-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Tennessee, 14. Alabama, 3.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Tiny space at the 20. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Going to try to use his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Well, Coach, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you.
Looking to throw it deep. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown. Tied.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Second down after that previous play. It's an option look. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The important third down play coming up. Here's the option play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Vols come to the line in a hurry up. They're going to run the option. QB decides to keep it here. And they finally stop him, but the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. He'll hand it off. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Intercepted, threw it across his body. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. It's a quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff heading left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The quarterback's got it on the option. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Hell, nothing fancy here. They just gave it to their fullback to try to grind it out. But defensively, boy, they were down low and ready for that.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust.
Might be going up there with a 5-9 yet, and ain't nobody six but Kathleen and Stella.
Left here in the first half.
They don't put us over there. Oh, well.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
That man I pay him wins.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Heavy pressure. Good as he throws. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. Oh, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
He'll toss it to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
28, Alabama, 10.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Handoff running right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll pitch it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Physical one, breaking tackles. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moving right through the contact. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble now. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll run the option. Quarterback still with the football. Pitch play to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Close to the tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Marked out of bounds, but it's a big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Here's the second down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Finding some room with the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Fourth down, look at a throw for it. On this winds up a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 30, Alabama 25.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot.
Man.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from a 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision?
Boy, questionable call there down 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama.
No. That nigga was beating the shit out of me. I came back.
What a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will not get there. The defense stops him, and so the lead is still 1. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Handoff to the back. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They're going to run it here. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
There's the handoff.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The balls line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Powers through the tackle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And you've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Gives it to the back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Defense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
1st and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now another kneel down. Here we go. The game-winning field goal attempt coming up. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And they'll take a knee. It'll set up a potential go-ahead field goal. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Kick is up and no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. They'll try the option play here. And the defense there to smother that option play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.